It's Derby week. We're well and truly on the countdown to the BMW Hong Kong Derby on Sunday. We've got a meeting at Happy Valley on Wednesday night to get through first 8 good races in the city on Wednesday. We've got it all covered here. I'm Andrew Lejeune, joining the team in the studio by the team. That's what I meant to say, by former analyst Paul Alley and race caller Tom Wood as well. Tom, and yeah, it's a good meeting. I'm looking forward to Wednesday night.
Yeah, the last race is a really good race on the programme. It is Class 2 over 1,200 metres. Country Star making his return to the Valley. We've seen him run at a couple of good races so far on his return to racing. Also in that race, Waldorf, the last start winner, Invincible Missile, and towards the top of the page, Amazing Star, and it just all went wrong for him last time.
Indeed, he's got a wide gate to contend with this time as well, Paul. So we'll get to that in due course. Jackpot-wise, though, what are we looking at?
None. There's no jackpots to speak of. There's a few first starters, so a little bit of interest amongst those ones. They're always good to see with the imports and the ones that having their first start ever. So, but other than that, I think there's going to be some really good even betting races. I think Aries will probably start the shortest price favourite of the night.
All right, just quickly on the Derby as well. Sadly, Enjoying is out, Irregular Heart Rhythm, so World Famous now gets a start after running at Happy Valley last week. Yeah,
it sounds like Alex Lye is going to be riding World Famous as well. Shame for connections there with Enjoying, who of course was known as Global Exchange when he raced in Australia, but those issues, those heart irregularities got the better of him, so he'll be rested, no doubt, and we'll see him another day.
Very well. The all-important barrier draw, that will take place on Thursday. So looking forward to that and see where all the big guns, where all of them draw, essentially. Before we get into Happy Valley's meeting, let's look back on the weekend action first at Sha Tin. Now, it's a Class 1 1,600-metre contest was the feature race on the programme. The market had it between the top weight in Kai Star, they're just outside the leader, and Pressure Ship in the yellow cap just angling out, but it wasn't to be.
No, it wasn't to be. The horse with the big baldy white face out wide in the pink colours, Simply Brilliant, returned to some form, and it was a great day for Derek Lung. He had 3 winners on the programme. You can see Pressure Ship there, Time to Celebrate, Encouraging. They were all getting through. That's one of the favourites anyway, Kai Star, just behind them. The top weight, I think, told for him, but Simply Brilliant found some form again.
You had a look at that replay at the 150-metre mark. All 8 were basically, 8 of them could have won the race. You know, it was very hard to pick the winner. Very good race, and Simply Brilliant was a bit unlucky at his last start, and he's come through and won.
Yeah, that's Fat Turtle, another one of Frankie Law's horses right in front of him. I thought would run a big race and did, but Frankie Law told us last week on Hong Kong Direct that Simply Brilliant was the best of his 4. And so it turned out. And it's good to see him back, because he looked a nice progressive horse last year with the Group 3 win.
Yeah, he was when he won at Happy Valley, and that was, of course, the January Cup, but he'd been a little bit out of sorts then. But if you'd followed the Frankie Loyal, I think, what, 17, 18 to 1 in the end he paid.
Absolutely. So Derek Lung had 3. Zach Purton had a decent day out as well with 4 winners. And Transcendence was a winner on debut. It was a smart performance.
Yeah, really nice win in the Exultant colours, wasn't it? So really good win for him. And I thought it was a nice run from Beluga, only a second start, and Mighty Giant. He's just going onwards and upwards, isn't he?
Yeah, good view. Clarico there on the list as well. He was able to win down the straight, and Smoothies was able to get a win on the board as well.
He was. Paul's each-way play beating my best bet. That was a highlight for me on the day. And Multimax was a winner as well. So these are big winners on the programme. We'll see if we can find you some more with our horses to follow. All right, what did you find for us, Paul?
I thought you'd be over that by now.
No, absolutely
not. Dream Team for me. He ran, and good view, Clarico's race, ran a really nice 4th. Now, the horse in the blue blinkers is super unlucky, Dublin Star. He'll win a race very shortly. But the other one here, Dream Team, he was on debut, still in front there with about 100 to go, or sort of 150 to go. And I thought he stayed on really nicely. The first 4 sort of came clear a bit, and I thought it was a really good run from him. And he look, up to 1,200 doesn't look like a problem, so he's definitely one to keep an eye on for me.
Yeah, Zero Hedge was a little bit unlucky as that race as well. Tom, you're going back to Happy Valley the week before.
Yeah, I am. A horse that lined up there out of the John Size stable, Wind and Grass. He dead heated for 3rd on this occasion. Now, this race was won by Speed Vision off the front, Victory Power 2nd. He dead heated for 3rd with Shoeson. He's only had a handful of starts here, but he was right in the market on this occasion as well, just on 15 to 1. He'd been going around at some big prices prior to then, but he finally fronted up there through the middle there in the pink cap, not beaten fast. I think a win for him's coming sooner rather than later.
Yeah, a little bit further.
Step up and trip, yeah, perfect.
He wins. All right, for me, now it was going to be Transcendent. I actually sent the message before the race and he came out and won, so I couldn't have him. So Tailor Made is a horse that's been on the radar for me for a little while. This is 1,200 metres. He won, I think, over 1,400 metres in Australia. So, and they've actually tried him over a mile already. I just this is Beluga winning the race, incidentally. He's a nice horse, but I just think a little bit further for him. He's just getting it bit by bit. He's by Archie Penco as well. There's only a handful of Archie Pencos, but they include Flying Thunder, Glorious Forever, and Time Warp as well. The other one being Happy Fortune, who hasn't raced yet. So Archie Penco's been a bit of a name for himself already as a sire, and I think TaylorMade's not too far off a big win, possibly a big run, maybe a win as well. All right, those are the horses to follow. As far as the horses not going round at Happy Valley are concerned, King's Eminence has been replaced by Good Luck, Good Luck. Keith Young will be in the saddle there. And in race number 7, I thought this horse would win, California Deep Shot, but he's been replaced now by Happy Valley. Happy Family, even not Happy Valley. Grant Vanderkerk in the saddle. So race 7, number 2. It is meeting number 54 of the season. We are on the C+3 course. 8 races. We kick things off with the Class 5 over the 2,200 metres, the only Class 5 of the night, headed by Fortune Patrol. Down in class, up in trip. He's won over 1,800 metres in the past. Victorious Seeger has been placed on his last 3 starts. McMonagle, winner 3 starts back, placed in his next 2. Sky Gem is a course and distance winner, as is Art of Raw. Wickers won over the 1,800 metres, beaten favourite last time out. Young Glory is another course and distance winner. Down to Sunny Major, 0 from 16 so far, but he gets the blinkers back on. And barrier number 3.
Not often these Class 5 regulars get to try their hand at 2,200 metres, but here's their opportunity. And there's a few possible leaders in this race, the likes of Sunny Major, Association Fans, potentially McMonagle, Art of Raw, and you could even add Wicker to that list as well. But the speed map's got Sunny Major, Association Fans up front. You can see Sky Gem. He'll be ridden back in the field. He was able to win from a similar sort of position a couple of runs ago over 2,200 metres in the grade here at Happy Valley.
First one we'll look at here is Garlic Year, Zach Purdon's mount. Now, you always got to take notice when Dennis Yep and Zach Purdon team up. Horses Class 5, 2,200 metres. He's won off this trip before. He's won in Class 4, so he looks good. His work's been good. It looks like he's been set for this race. Art of Raw, now another one he's won over the 2,200 metres as well, and he's also a Class 4 winner. Blake Sin rode him last time. He's got a good hold on him as he comes down here as well, so another one that looks good and travels nicely into this race. You expect all his horses to be very fit. Now, Sunny Major, his career's in a bit of doubt here. He's down to a rating of 12. We're going to put the blinkers back on him. Barrier number 3, so see if he can turn it around. His track work suggests there is a bit of a pickup there.
All right, we'll keep an eye on him. We'll start off here with Fortune Patrol, the class dropper. Not last time out, but 2 starts back behind Cheerful Leader.
Yeah, it looks like this trip's going to be right down to the ground for him. He's by Rip Van Winkle. His win did come here in Class 5, so he's been downgraded into this class. He's got barrier 4. He hasn't been with the new stable for too long. And I thought this was quite a nice run, so he's definitely one of the main chances, I thought. Yeah,
last time out was in behind Gala Night. We've seen him since come out and win at the weekend Gala Night. Course and distance record to 1/3, 1/4 from 2 starts, so he's been boxing away. Class 5 will suit him down to the ground.
Schofield will ride in from barrier number 4 for Tony Miller. Now, I've got a handful of them to take a check on here. This is behind Gold Velvet. Victorious Seeker fares best.
Yeah, this horse here, Victorious Seeker, he was slightly held up round the turn, but he was doing his best work late out wide. Marrera jumps on board from a wide gate. McMonagle seems to have turned the corner since winning it well over 150 to 1, so he's interesting again. And of the rest, Garlic, you've certainly got to watch him. I'm not overly sure about Association Fans at 2,200.
Yeah, he's a little bit unreliable, isn't he? But look, I thought Garlic Year got held up in the middle of the straight there and was eye-catching ground there over 1,800.
All right, this is 1650 here for Art of Raw. I thought he's travelled really strongly in this race, but in a sprint for home, he's not the quickest.
No, he's not. So 2,200 metres should be okay for him. Now, he did lead that time when he won over 2,200 metres. He's got the 1-1 here, so I just wonder where he's going to be. He's another possible leader, but look, he has shown a bit of pace earlier this season over shorter distances as well. But 22 looks ideal.
Course and distance suits on the backup from last Wednesday night, so he's got to be a factor on all-known form.
All right, OK, so those are the clues here for the Class 5, and it's Garlic, Pert and Yip of the 14 winners Dennis has trained this year. Zach's been on board 9 of them. Yeah,
there's a little bit of a pointer there, isn't there? And he jumps aboard this one. I got him in for second. I'm going to go with the downgrader, though, Fortune Patrol. 22 looks ideal for him. Garlic Year for second. Sky Gem's a winner over this distance already this season, albeit off a lower rating. And Art of Raw there for fourth. 1, 2, 6, 8.
I'm with 2 Garlic Gear, as Andrew pointed out before, the stats on Yip and Purton. We just see it time and time again. And here we go with Garlic Gear. He's a course and distance winner. He's placed multiple times course and distance, and he looked to be taking a good tug in his recent track work. Sky Gem, he was a brilliant winner 3 runs ago, courtesy of a really good ride from Vincent Ho. Took off 3 wide down the back. Got up onto the pace and just outrode them on that occasion, Vincent. So he's with the Casper Founds trained runner. Was ridden out in a little bit of a barrier trial recently. Fortune Patrol goes in, and Art of Raw on a minor line. So 2, 6, 1 and 8.
Art of Raw for me. This is the big comeback. When he won, he didn't actually lead that day. There was a runaway leader, and he sort of dragged the rest of the field.
Yeah, he was pretty handy though, wasn't he? He was second or third.
Yeah.
If he wasn't.
Now I think we're going to wind the clock back with Art of Raw, and I can see him winning again. So 8 and 5, my cue there in the first. All right, that's race number 1. So we go down in trip and up in class for the second.